While I love Rubik's Cubes and other twisty puzzles, I have always been a huge fan of other kinds of puzzles as well. That's why when I went to Japan for a few days, I had high hopes of finding some unique puzzles that I could take home with me. What surprised me is that I found some puzzles at Daiso, which is a huge franchise of 100 yen shops in Japan. In the toy aisle of one Daiso branch is where I found a set of puzzles that honestly didn't seem too impressive at first glance. And because each puzzle costs less than $1, my expectations were pretty low. But I thought it was a low-risk purchase, so why not? And let me tell you, it was worth it. This is called 3 blocks. To be honest, I got pretty excited after I bought this, so I tried opening the box immediately. But I did it wrong because I tried to open it from the side instead of from the front. So now the packaging is a bit torn. The pack contains 3 kinds of items, a set of cards with some challenges and more information about the puzzle, a sheet that kind of serves as a tiny mat or play area, and a sheet of foam where the puzzle pieces are cut from. Let's start with the puzzle pieces. We get 3 tetrominoes, which I'm sure will be very familiar to most people because they look like Tetris pieces. There's nothing really special about the material used for this, and maybe it's not the best choice, but if it works, it works. We also get a tiny sheet that's made out of some card-like material. Again, nothing special, but it's enough to serve as a template for the puzzle pieces. The size of the squares and the grid are pretty accurate when used with the foam pieces, which is important in solving this puzzle. Which brings us to the cards, where the instructions for the puzzles are. Most of the text is in Japanese, but it gives a QR code that leads to the Daiso site, where you can get an English PDF for the puzzle. The instructions are pretty simple. The 3 foam blocks have to be placed on the sheet in a way that creates white spaces that match the shapes shown on the puzzle cards. The foam blocks can be turned and flipped in order to solve the puzzle. There are 20 cards with a challenge on each side, so you get 40 puzzles in total. Let's try the first one. This L shape tells us immediately that we only have a smaller grid to work with because the only way it will fit is if it takes up the space. So we're left with this smaller area to place the foam pieces and leave this tetromino shape empty. The solution is pretty straightforward, but it gives us a complete idea of how this puzzle works. I'm sure the other cards will give us a bigger challenge and maybe an hour or so of fun. Not bad for a 100 yen puzzle. I'm thinking of creating a video where I solve all 40 puzzles in these cards. Is that something you guys would be interested in? Make sure to let me know in the comments below. I will also be reviewing more puzzles in this channel soon, in between the puzzles that I design myself. So if you're up for that, hit the like and subscribe button so you can get updated as soon as a new video is out. Thank you so much for watching, and to see another puzzle, click on this video on your screen right now.